Hello, everyone on Facebook. And now we're going, sorry, I'm pressing the button to go live on Instagram as well. Hi, everyone. My name is Felipe. I'm with the Charter for Compassion, doing like our little Friday Charter Fridays lives. So it's Friday lives, so we can talk a little bit about the things that are happening for the upcoming weeks with the Charter if you want to participate and, be in the know of the things that are happening. So happy Friday. This is great. Hi, everyone joining us. You're welcome to tell us where you watching us from. So let's see. We are gonna go into our page so we can go through things. So the first thing that I wanted to review is I'm gonna be doing my share screen right here. We have our global read. We're gonna go right here. So in the home page, you go to programs, global read. Our next global read is November 8th, this Monday. And we have the book called Compassionomics. So you can go right there. You click on there. Oh, Instagram, let me show you. Sorry. So right here, if you want to register, you want to learn more about, Compassionomics, here's a lot of the story and research. It has to do a lot with compassion in healthcare and how that really is probably the best drug that you can get for treatment. So just another way to prove that compassion really is a very, very powerful thing. So if you want to register programs, global read, click on Compassionomics and register right there. So that is happening this Monday. So you got a couple more days to sign up. Next, I wanted to tell you and remind you once again of our global gala, that it is happening November 20th. Tickets are available on our website, as you can see right here. This is a full page. Thank you, Zoe. Big shout out to Zoe for being our star volunteer, helping us with this specific part of our website. She did a wonderful job, and we're super glad that, super happy that she's with us. So here, you can buy tickets right there. I wanted to show you a little bit about the entertainment that we're gonna have. We have a lot of musical performances, as you can see. Salman Ahmad, Daniel Akiva, Lior. There's the Kantara Children's Choir of South Africa, Central Australian Aboriginal Women's Choir, Clarksville Elementary School. Elisa Hava, she's done a lot with us. Thank you so much for participating in the gala once again, or this time. Diddle Duo as well. Yeah, there's so much. Nemo Patel, Kolulam. It's a wonderful program that is going to be pretty inspiring, but also entertaining in the sense. So we have a lot of musical performances, but as you can see as well, we have spoken word performers. So we're gonna have Billy Collins, Yahya Lababidi, Naomi Shihab Nai, and Shole Wolpe. So quite a lot of things to check out. And for our gala, so you can just go out here, ticket and sponsors. There is a suggested price for the ticket. There are other options. We just want to make sure that everyone knows that everyone's welcome to participate in this event. But it is our fundraiser, so we're trying to raise as many funds as possible, So, so with that, I wanted to dedicate the last 5 minutes of our, let me just stop sharing here. I wanted to dedicate the last 5 minutes of this Friday program to introduce you to Teya, who is the instructor for the upcoming course with CEI, or Charter Education Institute. And so we're gonna bring her in here so that to start video. Let's mute. Let's see. Hey,
hi.
There you are.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Teya, how are you?
I'm well, thank you. It's nice to be here this morning.
Thank you so much for joining us. I mean, this is very informal. It's in social media. We just want to make it easy and accessible for everyone to know about the incredible, really awesome things that the Charter provides. And in this case, with the Charter Education Institute, we have your upcoming course coming up November 15th, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Correct, exactly.
And
Yeah,
so,
and I feel really honored to be working with the Charter Education Institute. It's a wonderful organization, and compassionate action is definitely what we need in the world today. So this is our second series that we will be presenting with you. And this one's called Opening Our Eyes to Inequalities and Remedies. And, you know, it's very understandable after going through what we have been going through as, you know, on a global scale with the pandemic. The first response might be to say, how can I be compassionate right now? You know, I have compassion fatigue. I have been through the mills. And you know, unfortunately, as we all know, the world doesn't stop spinning, and things that were issues before have just increased. Marginalized communities have been disproportionately hit by COVID. And so in a way, it's also a great opportunity for us that are looking to really bring compassion into our lives and understand how it feeds our souls and the person that we are dealing with. It's a wonderful opportunity for us to take this and say, how can I still be mindful and awake and compassionate even in times of stress and turmoil? So I kind of see it as a way, you know, that silly metaphor of flexing a muscle and strengthening a muscle. But it's really important in times like this to be able to have that resiliency skills. And so in this class, we look at 3 different topics that kind of affect us all as being human. So regardless of ethnicities, race, and gender, and these are, I know they are intense, but we live in an intense world.
you know, I mean,
Urban.
yeah, absolutely. Mhm.
So we look at 3 different issues, one being human rights. We also are going to inspect the topic of homelessness. And then we also look at the topic of urban poverty. And so my desire for this class came really out of my own experience in just not knowing how to respond oftentimes.
Oh, your video's
Um,
off. Sorry.
oh, sorry. There was a little message
Oh,
on
there you
my
go.
phone. Yeah.
Well,
So
so tell me
just
about the
kind of,
class. Yeah.
yeah, coming out of this, the origin really came out of this sense of sometimes feeling overwhelmed or hopeless when even being on a street corner and driving up and seeing somebody that might be dealing with homelessness, and just feeling an inadequacy of knowing how to respond, and yet wanting to be able to make a difference and feeling that tug at the heartstrings. And I think that oftentimes we just don't know how to respond because we haven't learned how to. It's not something that's taught in schools.
Mm-mm.
So that's really kind of the goal. I don't prescribe to have answers for these issues, and I don't, you know, but my hope is that in community within this class and the framework and really creating a compassionate setting, that we can as a community benefit from each other's experiences and really learn how to address these issues more equitably.
Wow, Taya, thank you so much. That was it. Yeah, thank you. It is you know, we could say that they're intense topics, but the really are things that we're facing daily, especially if you live in an urban like in an urban city or setting, you know.
Yeah.
People experiencing homelessness right now is like off the roof, and like marginalized communities tend to be more affected, and sometimes our privilege doesn't even like let us see what's going on, you know. And so
Yeah.
this course would be really important for that sense as well, I think. So thank you for providing that course. Everyone, if you want to sign up for this course, you go to our website, charterforcompassion.org. In under programs, you go with Charter Education Institute, and her course is right there. You can sign up. It's the duration is 3 weeks, $25, and it starts November 15th, right?
Exactly. And we will have 2 Zoom calls also, which you'll find announced, in which we will have guest speakers. And just it'll provide much more of an environment for us to be able to share and really explore.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us and for telling us a little bit more about the course. Hopefully other people can, you know, see this video later on and and, you know, get to like learn a little bit more about the course from you, the instructor. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And to everybody else, we say thank you and goodbye. Have a great weekend, and we'll be seeing you next Friday again.
Bye-bye.
Bye.